What do you do right before you come out on stage? And what can anyone listening at home do before the big meeting, the big moment in their life, or really like on a daily basis to configure our state?
The first thing I do, my little daily routine, is I go out, I use the jacuzzi for a moment to open my body up and everything else, and then I go on the cold plunge. And I've been doing that for 18 years now. Everybody talks about it. But I go into that cold plunge, and the secret, though, is I don't negotiate with myself. I go in the cold plunge for both the health purposes, because it floods your body, right, completely. But the real value is the mental discipline of, I don't go, okay, I'm ready. And I don't get in when we just lying here. I dunk under. I jump in, not one that goes above my head. I go under the water. I dive into it, right? And I don't stand there. I don't stand there and go, oh, I feel cold right now, or wait a minute. Or like, I've trained my brain. When I say go, we go. And I've done that for decades. And so I'm not in the place when I say go somewhere else, my brain obeys. I don't have these stories in my head back and forth trying to have a conversation with myself, trying to convince myself to do something I've decided, right? So decision point is everything. So I've trained myself to do it, but also it produces a massive change. It is not comfortable. I don't think there's been a morning in my life that I've looked forward to doing it, but it changes you. So that's one thing. The thing I do before I go on stage, I have a routine of how I shift my body. I have a prayer that I do, which is use me, Lord, and I picture being to serve as many human beings as possible. I see them not only where they are now, I see where they're going to be by the end of what I'm done. And then I make this radical shift in my body. I make these moves, an explosive breath, and then I storm out there. And then I've taken myself, imagine on a 0 to 10 to a 20 of intensity. So now I can drop down to a 9, feels like I'm very relaxed. But I've got a lot more gears in me than you know. And that's how I can project to the guy at the top of the stadium and hold him for 12 hours, who wouldn't sit for a 3-hour movie someone spent $300 million on.
And do you think a lot about your diet and nutrition?
I'm totally committed to that. And I also train like a crazy person, and I do hyperbaric oxygen. You name it. I'm a biohacker. And I'm committed to that. I have a whole company that does it for people as well. So I've always done that because I've had to perform. And I'm 66 going to produce results that, were designed by a 25-year-old, right? But I'm stronger today than I was then. I got more aerobic capacity. I've got more muscle capacity. So, there's a limit, but I haven't found it yet.